The girl mumbled something in her half-asleep daze.
Pig.
But to her shock, the stuffed pig actually opened its mouth and replied. She shot up in bed, terrified. Seeing the toy pig move on its own made her head start buzzing, but what came next was even more horrifying. The legs of her bed suddenly started moving. Like actual limbs, they hoisted the bed high into the air, turned around, and began walking toward the window. This was a high-rise building. The girl screamed in panic, begging the bed to stop. But the bed paid no attention and charged straight through the window. To her amazement, the bed legs could extend infinitely, carrying her right out of the building. When they reached an intersection, the girl tried to get the bed to stop as cars whizzed by, but the bed just kept going, crossing the street without affecting any of the passing traffic. Before long, the bed brought her to a harbor and plunged straight into the ocean. The four bed legs now worked like oars, paddling through the water while schools of fish leaped around them. Soon the girl spotted a lighthouse, a place she knew well. This was where she and her father once lived. Every day with her dad, she had been his happy little princess. One night, shortly after she'd fallen asleep, a violent storm suddenly hit. The bitter cold froze the windows solid and woke her up shivering. Not knowing what was happening, she rushed downstairs to find her father, but he wasn't there. A gust of wind blew the front door wide open. The moment she stepped outside, a massive wave slammed into the lighthouse and knocked it down. She was thrown into the sea, and then an enormous whirlpool appeared, sucking her in as she screamed for help. Underwater, she saw her father swimming toward her. She reached out to grab him. He was so close, just within reach, but then a dark mist swept in and cruelly dragged him away. The girl jolted awake from her nightmare and scrambled to find her father, but what awaited her was the devastating news that he had died during a rescue mission at sea. With help from her father's co-workers, she was sent to live with her uncle in the big city. Exhausted, she fell asleep that very night and found herself back at the lighthouse in her dreams, but her father wasn't there. Instead, she encountered a strange man rummaging through things. The man called himself the Sea King and claimed to be a friend of her father's. He was searching for a map. When he saw how desperately the girl wanted to see her father again, he told her that if she could find a magic pearl and make a wish, she'd be able to see her father in her dreams. Hope flickered in the girl's heart, and she wanted to join the Sea King on his treasure hunt, but he grabbed her and said, "You don't have a map, and you don't have any useful skills. There's no way I'm taking you with me." And with that, he shoved her out the window.